Big shout out for Audi. I'm a big fan of Audi. I had an Audi TT once, of course, I did. Hairdresser's car, they call it in the UK. You've got some fantastic electric product now here. I think you're going to show us some new stuff. Do you want to talk us through what you've got on the stand today?
Thanks very much, Dan, and welcome everyone to Audi. So today's stand, we've got the all-new Q4 e-tron, which is our compact SUV, first electric vehicle in the compact segment for Audi in Australia, followed by its sibling Q6 e-tron. So we literally unveiled this car only a week and a half ago in Australia, so very fresh to the lineup. We've got its faster, more higher performance sibling, the SQ6 e-tron over here. These cars, ladies and gentlemen, have 100 kilowatt hour batteries in them. These ones are good for a range of over 500 to 560 kilometers. With the 100 kilowatt hour battery, we've also got modular technology, so you don't have to replace full modules or full batteries, you replace the module. So that gives longevity with our Audi S6 e-tron. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a performance EV, 405 kilowatts of power, 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. This is the sneak preview of the second EV on our premium platform electric, or PPE. The Q6 was our first on this new platform, developed by
Okay.
All right, we're in the A4.
We're turning right up here, by the way.
We're in the Audi A4.
It's a Q4, by the way. Sorry.
No, you must correct me if I say something wrong. We are in the Audi Q4 e-tron, which is the new. It's new. It's the smallest Audi e-tron that's come out before, and it's based on the VW ID4. It comes just under the luxury threshold tax.
Turning right.
Turning right. And it's an Audi, so it's fantastic. I grew up in an Audi. My parents had an Audi, so I have a soft spot for Audis. How does the maps navigation? There we go. So it does have inbuilt navigation. We go, and it has one pedal driving, and you can adjust that with the flappy paddles. Do you know how many kilowatts it is?
210.
210, very nice. And this is just the do they make a sportier one?
Yeah, this is the base model. So this is the 45, so rear-wheel drive, so two-wheel drive only, and then you move up to the 55 with the bigger motor,
right?
And quattro all-wheel drive.
Okay.
And we're turning left, by the way, not here, but further up at the traffic lights.
Okay. And range, do you know anything about that one?
Yeah, so it's it varies on the model and the and how you drive it, of course, but it's over 500k. So you're looking at about 520 with this car.
Excellent. I always say that you should have at least 400 if you're going to be road tripping. So this well and truly falls into that class. It has a nice instrument cluster. It doesn't have a heads-up display. I don't like heads-up displays. It has a few physical buttons, which I like. So yeah, this car is quite comfortable and easy to live with, and I would like to drive an Audi because I like the brand, and this is quite a nice little car. It's quite strong. It does still creep at the very end, and I've whacked it into dynamic mode, which I think is the sport mode.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're going slightly longer way. This is actually when I drove the e-tron GT last year. That was the only car that they took me on the freeway too. So Audi is doing a good job in terms of giving you the full experience. The other cars don't do that. They also have much surlier co-drivers who don't like EVs because they're all race car drivers. One guy was telling me that hydrogen was the future. Now BMW's looked into hydrogen, Toyota's looked into hydrogen, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's very it's quite a volatile substance, and the infrastructure to get it in every petrol station would be pretty impossible, I think. And electric makes so much more sense. It's just simple. You drive into your garage, you plug your car in, and you're ready to go the next day. So it makes a hell of a lot more sense.
You won't get an argument out of me. Everyone's got a PowerPoint.
Yeah, electricity's everywhere, isn't it? So, so speaking of which, this is on the 800 volt architecture, right? So that's quite a new, exciting development for this. It's on the same as the new Porsche Taycan. All those new VW products have that 800 volt architecture. Do you know what charging speed it does? 250 or?
Yeah, 250,
250,
correct. Yeah.
So in South Australia, we have mostly Chem Power chargers, and they have the option of doing 250 if you have 800 volt architecture. So that would make quite a bit of difference for your road trips in terms of lowering the time. It'd probably go down to below 20 minutes.
If it is below 20 minutes for 10 to 80, yeah.
Yeah, so my Polestar has 200 kilowatt, or 205 kilowatts.
We're turning left onto the motorway when you get a free second. Yep. Sorry.
Merge slowly, no thank you. So yeah, this car would be excellent for road tripping actually. And I think, did we mention before what the size of the battery was?
So it's an 82 kilowatt hour battery.
Okay, exactly the same as my Polestar. So yeah, so this car would be an excellent road tripping vehicle. Do the seats fold back down?
Yeah, on the back though, yeah, they go fully flat. Yep.
Yeah, so you could in a pinch camp in there if you're a short person like me. I mean, it is somewhat of more of a compact car.
You can go full throttle there if you like.
There we go, very nice. Did we say what the kilowatts power was?
Yep, 210.
210, that's right, yeah.
Yep.
So wow, it's amazingly similar to my Polestar, because my Polestar's 220 kilowatts and 82 kilowatt hour battery, rear wheel drive. So yeah, the powertrain and the driving experience are remarkably similar. And again, thank you Audi for letting us drive on the freeway, because none of them have allowed us to do that. Are we turning already? Or
No, I think further up.
It would have obviously adaptive cruise control. And
It is.
that,
You
right?
can stick it on if you want. You can click on the end of the stalk there. You just click that. Yeah, that's it. And you can see the speed on the bottom right.
Yep.
And you can just flick the lever up and down.
To go faster?
Yeah, up, yeah, exactly. Up, yeah, exactly, or down. Yeah, exactly. And the middle part is the distance control. So the middle section, you can control the distance there. You'll see it go down, and that'll bring it closer. Go up, it'll go further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I have to say that this car and the Mini Aceman were my favourites. If I was to buy one, it would be this and the Aceman, because cars are very emotional things, right? So you have to have some kind of feeling towards them, and this one I like a lot. I did drive the ID.5 GTX. Do you know roughly the price comparison between those two? You know, the ID.5 GTX is an all-wheel drive. It probably is a little bit more kilowatts, but
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know the VW stuff yet.
Right,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd take this over the ID. I think. I mean, there is some status to having Audi too, right? Because it's a well-known brand.
We're turning left here.
I did grow up in them, so we had an Audi 100 and like a 19. What year would it have been? 1975 or something like that. So.
And then left again, please. Yes, please. Yeah, just a series of lefts now.
Okay.
You can actually get into that full left lane. It's probably easier in some ways.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing having all these drivers. It's just how easy it makes to drive around the city, because I'm a country bumpkin, right? I live on Kangaroo Island, but I actually really like coming to Sydney and Melbourne and just letting Google tell me where to go, and having the adaptive cruise control on. It makes driving so easy. You can never get lost anymore or anything like that. So Yeah, cool bananas. I don't think any of the other car people, any of the brands take you on the freeway like that. Do you do that for all the drivers?
Yep.
Wow.
Left here. That's what happens when race drivers come up with a route, not marketing people.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Bravo, Audi, definitely. I did have one question. What other vehicles do you have on testing for Audi? Does Audi have testing?
Yeah, we've also got the Q6 as well, so the bigger version, which has only just been released. It was released to the motoring journalists a week and a half ago, actually, in Tasmania.
Okay, the one that they unveiled on Friday morning here, was that it?
No, that was the S6, which is the sedan, versus the Q, which is the SUV, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And so no, that's not going to be released till later this year, and yeah, that was flown in especially from Germany, which is why the steering wheel's on the left side.
Wow, I didn't notice that actually. I have to have another look at it.
Just in the middle lane.
That one's also 800 volts, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Exactly.
So you have the
it's got that's a 650k range on that one.
Wow. So it's interesting because my Polestar's this for 650 and it also has an 82 kilowatt battery, so I'm not sure where it's getting that extra efficiency from, unless they just make up those numbers. But you know, the WLTP figure is pretty rubbery anyway. I mean, because it depends on whether you're driving in the city and on the freeway, and you know, you never really go on that. And people say, well, why doesn't the car actually go 650 kilometers? Well, that's actually a mix of city and highway, so you're never really going to get that unless you tool around the city the whole time. But so the Q6.
So the S6,
S6,
yeah, so that's right. No, there's lots of letters to remember. So the S6, yeah, it's 650, but you'll see the performance of it. It's basically a 3-second car, I think it is.
Right,
So
and that's what they were saying. What makes it so special, because it has not only that power, but it has that range as well.
Correct.
Which is
yeah.
Normally those are mutually exclusive, but they've been brought together somehow. So
correct.
Audi's worked that magic. Keep going straight.
Keep going straight. We're just into gate 13. You'll see a black sign shortly, but continue straight for a little while.
I think I know where I am now.
Yeah.
Come through a short route.
Exactly. You can follow that car in.
Q6. That's obviously a bigger car, right?
Yes, correct. Next size up. So middle size. This is the small one, you got the middle, and then the Q8 is the big one.
So what VW platform would that be on?
I'm not 100%. Well, no, it's not on a VW platform. It's the Porsche Macan.
The Porsche Macan. Yes. Because VW only goes ID3, ID4/5.
Yeah.
And then there's the 7. But yeah, so okay, that makes sense.
Straight ahead, please. Yeah, where the Audi rings are, just at the very end on the left.
No worries. Just hold it up, because I haven't actually filmed this whole experience of driving in, which is interesting. So one of the amazing things about the Everything Electric show is they have all these test drives. So I can't remember, it's thousands of test drives over the 3 days that are done, which is a really awesome experience, because I always say, if anyone's skeptical about an EV, just get in and have a drive. And you might be a bit of a convert just for how smooth they are and all that. So yeah, good on all the manufacturers that have come here, and good on for Everything Electric for putting it on. So there's another one in Melbourne in November. It's going to be tempting not to go there, because that's only a day's drive from where I am on Kangaroo Island, rather than 3 days to get here. But really, any excuse to go on a road trip for me.